Hello everyone, I'm here with Sifu Sane. We're going to be testing out the Powerkube. Again, we're going to be using this for all sorts of cool things. Today we're going to be utilizing it on the hook. One of the first things they teach you in boxing is when you throw that front hand hook, you get that leg rotated and pivoted to get more power. Every school I've ever been to, the first thing, you throw the hook, you come up, you rotate that front leg as such, and then you really get into power and get that turn. But when we look at some of the best boxers in the world, a lot of them, they don't necessarily get that power, get that turn or that pivot in there. So we're going to test this out. We're going to do two types of hits today. The first one, we're going to be rotating and getting a pivot. We'll show you the power, which you're going to be seeing over there, what it measures. And then we're going to be hitting it again without the rotation. Again, we'll do the first hit with the rotation, the second hit without the rotation, keeping it stationary. We'll compare the two hits. Sifu Sane will come up and do the same type of hooks, and we'll kind of compare and see how much power increase, if any power increase, that rotation helps when throwing that hook. So let's get started.
You're watching the channel of Dr. Sean Reyes, also known as the Jeet Kune Doctor, where we discuss everything martial arts related.
All right, so on this first one, I'm just going to do 5 with the leg rotated, then I'm going to do 5 without it, and then we're going to switch gloves here. I'm going to have Zane hit it. He's going to be reading the scores out to make sure we don't get an error. Every now and then we're getting errors on the machine where it'll read a single triple digits. These should be getting into 5-digit numbers, but we've been getting some triple digits. It's just not registering. So when he reads them out, if it's an error, we're going to redo that hit. He'll just simply say error. So let's get started here. This first one, we're going to be rotating the front kick, the front leg and pivot. So, all right. That's what, 3 good ones? All right, so we'll do 2 more good ones. So next, I'm going to be keeping the legs stationary, all right? All right, rotate. Okay. All right, here we go, stationary. All right, so I threw 5 punches, stationary, 5 with the rotation. We're going to repeat these again just to make sure our results are consistent. This time I'm going to start with the stationary and I'm going to end it with the rotation. That way we reverse it from what we did last time. Every time we get an error, we'll redo that one. We won't count it. So let's get started here. This is going to be stationary. All right, so there's our 5, front foot stationary. Let's rotate it. That's low. 22. That's not good. 31. 35. All right, one more here. 5 stationary.
Okay. Do a little rotation.
All right, last round here. I'm going to alternate them. I'm going to start with the without the rotation, and then I'm going to rotate, pivot off the front foot. I'm going to alternate them one by one under the assumption we get good readings, or else I'll repeat them. This one we're going to be alternating. First one, I'm going to start with no rotation. I'm kind of going to do this again just to get that power. All right. 3, rotation. 2, all right, stationary. 19, rotate. Okay. No, stationary. Rotate. Okay. Stationary. Okay, stationary. 27, rotate. Stationary. 27, rotate. 22. All right, so that was a little all over the place too.
Alternating, yeah. All right, here we go. Alternating. First one stationary. 18. All right, rotate. Here we go. 20. Stationary. 21. Rotate. 22. Stationary. 24. Yeah. All right, rotate. Ah, missed that. Yeah, there we go. 25, stationary.
All right, and here's the data. Again, we threw out the errors and we threw out some punches that we may have been rotating and when we should have been stationary and vice versa. But all in all, damn, these numbers are very coincidentally almost identical. When you look at my numbers on the left, about 25,000 and 24,000, and the same with Zane on the right. Now, when you calculate that out, that's about a 3 to 4% increase with rotation. Again, that's nothing crazy significant, but there is a slight increase. But man, those numbers are very similar. Now, if you want to put those on a little graph style here, you can see my numbers on the top and Zane's is on the bottom. Again, pretty identical. With me, I tend to have more fluctuations with the rotating, and when I'm stationary, they tend to be more linear and more stable across the board. Again, that has more to do with accuracy. It's a little more easier when you're stationary to throw a more accurate punch. Finally, in conclusion, there was no statistically significant increase in power noted with rotating. Again, we had about a 3 to 4% increase. Each technique has its advantages and disadvantages. When you're looking at the stationary, you're super tight. You can go from the low line to the high line real quick, meaning if you want to throw a body shot and then quickly go up to the head, you can do that faster than you would if you're rotating. With the rotation, again, if you can really nail it on, you can get those peaks like I did, at least in my case, and not Zane's, where you can really get those ultra power, because my highest punch came from the rotation. Again, you have to watch out for not overcommitting. You have to stay balanced when you do rotate that front foot. So you'll have to practice the techniques and ultimately go with what is most effective and natural for you. Again, this is the whole, I guess, purpose of this channel, the JKD, the Jeet Kune aspect of it. Find what works for you. You may find rotating is easier or staying stationary is better and you get more power. So ultimately, practice both and find what works for you.
Hey everyone, thanks for watching that video. If you like what you saw, please hit the like and subscribe button with bell notification so you're notified every time I upload a new video. Also, check out my other channel. It deals with health, medicine, fitness, a specialty in the foot and ankle. It's a pretty cool channel as well. Anyway, thanks for watching.